I'm heading into the shop. Got my assemblage pieces. Look how they sparkle in the sun. Oh, you're so pretty. Now I gotta pull a gold one out too. I'm gonna stick my cushion in between them so they make the trip in. Wow, look at that. Oh, you just sparkle, sparkle. I'm going to talk more about them once I get in there and I get them up on the shelf and price them. But they'll be in the live sale. But yeah, by the time this video goes up, that live sale will have been done. And hopefully they'll be off to their new home. And maybe you might be holding one in your hand. But off we go. So I'm on my way into the shop. I am dressed like an utter bum today. My sweats have a hole in them. And I have my ratty jacket on, but I wanted to be comfortable today because I'm just in here working. But I'm thinking about stopping at Goodwill because it's Monday and it's the start of the color week and it's red this week. I looked it up on my phone because I wrote it down one time. And there was a couple things I had my eye on, and if I don't go today, then they'll be gone before I get back there, probably by, I usually go towards the end of the week. So maybe I'll just take you in there. I'm not going to do like a full Goodwill video. And why am I losing my voice? I don't know why. I think because I've been around a lot of hay lately. We went to the apple orchard yesterday. And we did the corn maze. We had Chloe. She stayed overnight. And so we cruised out there and did the corn maze. They had like shucked their corn and all their kernels were in a sandbox pit for the kids to play in. And then we bought pumpkins. The yellow jackets were prolific. But thank goodness I'm not allergic to them. I bought some apples. Actually, it rolled off and went towards the door. I'm going to try to eat an apple a day because I bought like a half peck and you could only buy a half peck, a peck, and a bushel. And we, what else? I got an apple cider slushy and I got some donuts, apple cider donuts. It was all in all pretty good. Now this will run all the way through it until like their apple season's over. So it will definitely run through October because of, bringing that money in for fall foliage and stuff. So, I thought you were going to fall forward on me. I'm doing the hands-free thing. But, yeah, so we did that. And then I was out at my sister's Saturday night, and we stacked hay for the cows for the winter. And my arms have broke out now in a rash. And I don't know if it's from that or if it's from scrubbing that furniture. I'm not sure. Yeah, so I'm almost at Goodwill. I got to make my decision now. Do I stop or not? Well, that's that constipated look. Yeah, I think I'm going to stop. We'll just roll in there real quick and see what they got. I got a nice slow truck in front of me, so I won't make the guy behind me mad when I turn. 30 Lincoln Highway is just a pain in the rear end. It carries a lot of cars. And you can, if you ever read up on like 30, aka the Lincoln Highway, it used to be it was a big deal when it was first put in, and you could just go from one side of the state to the other, but of course you have to go through the mountains and everywhere else. It's a very scenic road. I've done over half of 30. One of these times, me and my friend that I grew up with, we have it in our bucket list item to start at one end and travel the whole way on 30, just stopping at stores and just taking our time, getting a hotel room when we get tired of driving. You could do it all in one day, but why? If I was going to do that, I'd take the turnpike because it's like 6 hours from, oh my gosh, they're busy, from Pittsburgh to Philly. I guess I'll park over here. I don't like parking over here because you got to do the whole in out thing the right way, and it's just silliness. But here we are. We are at the Goodwill. I brought my bag with me too. Alright. So that red mustard jar was red tagged, and I don't see it, but I'm gonna look. Make sure someone didn't put it somewhere so they can come back and get it. Almost saw that. Yeah, those jars with the pigs on it are red tag. Alright. I see some. How much do they want for that? 99 cents. The plastic form. And then there's a die cut. But I don't need it. Don't need them. It's a bunch of dolls. Those are half off today, set of 4 for 25, so it'd be $12.50. Coffee, cream. What else do they say? So are they just candle holders and then they light up? Sugar, coffee, tea. $8. 8. Oh my gosh, it's probably worth millions. Look, it's a beanie. Where they went for the, the tags ripped off. Just gonna peek here real quick. So far I haven't found anything. All that red stuff that I was keeping my eye on is gone. I figured, whoever gets here first, right, in the morning gets it. And that was not me, but oh, that's cool. We have the jointed cat decor for $7 though. Ouch. I'm gonna try to look it up real quick. Hey, I found one thing. By the way, I looked at that when I was editing my Goodwill video, 2 for $9.99, the ring tag. But that's half off today. I'm going to grab it. I think I'm going to put this scaredy cat back because it only sells for like double that if you get that. So, and I don't know if it's vintage or reproduction. So back it's going to go. Back from Goodwill, I'll show you what I picked up. These were half off. So they were $2.99. They were $1.50. And they were in the bag taped. So some of them like that looks like they got some water damage. But I got these so I can make dangles for a junk journal because I like to attach the dangle so it goes out and it's almost like a bookmark, but then it looks pretty when your book's closed up. I'll probably take these wires off the back. Basil. Trying to figure out that one. It's almost like maybe someone took their distress ink over it and then tomato. But they're from Michael's originally. And then what else did I get? These were at the counter when I was paying $3.99. They're bunny rabbits on that one. In the back are the ears. And then chickies. So I will put those with spring stuff. How many are there? 5 for $4. So a little under $1 a piece. And then my butter dish, that was half off at $2.50. Now I did run my finger along the edges. I didn't feel any chips. Not to say there's not a chip inside. Fingers crossed when I take that tape off, there's not. And then I got 2 of these. They were $2.99 a piece. It was like out of their, remember last year they had a gazillion of them, and I got some, but I don't know where they're at. So I need to inventory that stuff, and then I need to get to work. I got a late start out the door today. I had a heck of a time getting my video uploaded and edited. It seems like it was like almost like the file was corrupted. So I deleted it and I started again, and I got it up, and I said, I'm out of here. But I think I'm going to set these. Oh, set them somewhere. They're going to go somewhere. I think I'm going to put $29.95 on these. They're Johanna Parker. She's very highly sought after. They're not permanently in there. So, I mean, like once you pulled out the arrangement, though, it would be ruined. But if you really said, I just want the mug, then you could do that. I didn't want to ruin the aesthetics of the mug itself, the collectability. So it's just mounted on styrofoam. And I put a video up on my Cat and Paws channel making one of these. Which one was it? I don't think it was this one. And so I'm going to somehow get them up on this display. Oh, I got my piece of furniture washed and in. And also, here's the other one over there. I have a table I need to grab yet from my sister's barn. And I need to clean out, of course, the other room where I'm still waiting for my shelf to come in. And I got to clean the bookcase components to that. But there's the other ones. They are cute. Love the expressions. And so I need to work on that. That's all priced. That is not. I did get all this upstairs. And a new rule I made myself. Anytime I go upstairs, something's going with me. Some kind of packing material is going to go up the steps with me. And, of course, I was working on my printer last week. Had to get something out. And I wanted this on eBay today. So that is my goals. Pricing, moving some stuff, getting stuff upstairs. See, I got foam back there too, and making room for my new shelf. So then things will be more organized as I go along. Wow, this is spacious. Oh, what is that? Is that a dead bee? So it is. He must have got suffocated in something. Now, I don't know. He could have been here a year. And I don't see no signs of a bat. Everything looks good. Throw that away. I got more stuff to price. I just oiled that again. I was trying to get these edges a little bit better. And of course I had this stuff to price. And there's my pumpkin and hat. I need to stop at Dollar Tree and get some battery operated tea lights. I looked. I thought I had some. I don't. Yeah. So he's out. He has not been back. I cleaned that when I left. It's kind of like I had little markers to say what's been in the house, like has a critter been in. I don't have the cats here anymore, so I'm on my own for critter control. Oh, I'm back. All right, I've been working on pricing some stuff. And I did work on getting the fireplace ready. I brought some battery operated lights, but I think I'm going to actually grab some orange or purple for over here in the suitcase, since this is really kind of the spooky suitcase. And let me tell you, I rearranged all of this trying to fit that shelf somewhere into here, and it just didn't work out the way I wanted it to. So I put it all back. I moved that over there, put that on top. I think I'm going to put my assemblage pieces on there. And then again, this is going to be, I'm going to start putting my ephemera over here for live sale when I have on my other channel. I've mentioned that several times. I just got to pick a date and stick to it. So, not really, no big rush. I'd like to have it, before October, but it's not going to break me if I don't. This is like kind of pushing this because so everybody has their Halloween decorations, etc. And yeah, where else am I at? Just getting it all together. I got the air conditioner out of the window. It's down there, and it will just sit there till next year. We only put the air in, July, August, September. A little over 2 months. It's been a chilly summer here. And I'm cold, but I'm not turning on the heat because that really, spends some gas, and I can just put my jacket back on. But anyways, I did that, and what else did I want to tell you? I'm not sure. But let me get busy and I'll check back in. It's the next day. Mark's here getting stuff out of the garage. Our guy that mows the grass is here. I'm working on cleaning out this closet. That way I can put my space heaters and the fans and stuff like that. So I know it's not good lighting in there, but I'm getting ready to sweep it out. And then that stuff is staying. It's just damp red light bulbs. And my little Bissell cleaner to try to clean up the kitchen floor with. I just don't think that's going to work. So yeah, I'm working on getting that done, and then I got things to do after everybody splits. I think before Mark leaves, I'm going to have him pull out those 2 bookcase pieces so I can scrub them, and that will work great because then I don't have to be bothered by anybody when I'm doing it. So I'm going to sweep out the closet. I did bring new Halloween lights for my display, and they're over here. They're battery operated. So I got those. I think I'm going to put them, well, no, actually, hold on. They're going to go right there in my suitcase. So I got everything priced here except for this. Got to get a bag for the baby, and I got to price those. I think I'm going to do $4 a piece on those, which if you go on Amazon, they're a lot more than $4 a piece. And I have 3 of them. Where's my third one? Oh, I put them up there. I got my Johanna Parker up there, and of course that's all the same. Haven't changed it. And then I did get my fireplace done, and the lights, we'll plug those in real quick. I have my laptop here so I can work on listing things for eBay. Ta-da! Isn't that cute? They're fall harvest lights. I've had them for quite a while. A lot of the orange ones have burnt out. But, so I got my lighting taken care of. I got, I'll price him yet. And it's coming together. It's coming together very, very nice. This is only Tuesday. Of course, I've mentioned it several times, you know, by the time you see this video, hopefully all this will be sold and out the door. That's what I'm hoping for. Sold and gone. All right, let me get busy. One thing I like about this closet is that spiders really don't grow. Well, should I say grow? They don't really reside in here. I think because there's just not a lot of bugs that get into it. And maybe it's the damp bread that helps. Oh, my fly swatter staying. All right. Yeah, the light to nowhere is not wired to anything. Yeah, you should have seen that. Putting a light bulb in, trying to get it to work. You can even see where they cut. I think there used to be telephone wires down there. Old houses, man. This is what they come with. This is under the steps. Look at that wallpaper. Classic. Classic. Nothing like a hole in the wall. And this, oh, you even get matches. It matches up there. Tour of Gretchen's closet. I had to hang one. Oh, the back's falling off. I have one of those puck lights. They batteries die and it fights me and I can't get them to work again, etc., etc. But yeah, those hangers can just stay there because I already bumped my head on that thing. Ta-da! It's done. Nice and clean, ready to put stuff in. One down. Nice and clean. I just brought it in here to dry it out. Now I'll take it in the house. I'll probably vacuum it just to make sure that I did grab all the spiders. And I got one more to get. I don't know, should I label this Spider Ninja Part 2? I wiped it down. I'm getting ready to tip it over. So I think up top there might be a couple live ones I gotta get out first. And then it's game on washing it down. But that water soaks into this cheap wood. And it makes it real heavy real quick. Good news is once they started drying out, the other one's out in the breezeway, it got easier to move them. So I just brought that in and I swept over here. And I think I'm going to put it here. I'm not sure. It would be out of the way here because look, I still have to move all this. I still have all that foam to take up there. And then I need to sort all this out. Just so much work. So much moving stuff. Although I feel like I've been in bugs all day. I was going to do another piece of cleaning, but that took me well over like an hour and a half to get those 2 things done. And, you know, it's getting close to my dinner time. I like to go home and eat. So I'm going to do a few more things here. I didn't get a chance to list on eBay. I don't know. I might still try. I'm going to go upstairs and do a couple things. So we'll see what happens up there. Done. I'm going to leave it there, at least for a couple days. I'm going to put Chloe's bike backing up into the closet that I just cleaned. Feels like that's all I've done today is clean. But it feels good though when it's done. I'll slip that in there, see how dark it is. I put the fan in there. I don't know if you can see that. But I just noticed there's not a handle on the side, but things you learn. I'm going to wrap it up here. Oh my gosh, I hurt. I sat down for a little bit, and now all that is kicking in from all that cleaning. Oh, let's say goodbye to the display till tomorrow. I mean, I probably could leave it on all night, but I'll just unplug it. That way, there's not a fire hazard. And, yeah, I didn't do anything in here, so I will check in with you guys soon. And I'll talk to you later. Bye.